I'm Ringer, and this is my prospecting journal. Come on, let's go prospecting. Hello and welcome back to Ringer's Prospecting Journal. Day 2, prospecting on Lake Superior beaches. Didn't make it back out here yesterday afternoon. Ran into some rain and some heavier winds. Made things a little bit too rough on the beach, so we're back here early this morning to continue off where we left off yesterday. It's a beautiful day. The water is a lot calmer. Got some boats out in the distance, some folks out there fishing. Supposed to get up in the 60s, lower 70s today. Hopefully this wind stays relatively calm. Should have a good day. So we got our sluice box set up over on the other side of that down log you see way over there. There's a little creek that runs out of the ravines, kind of comes out and flows across, but then soaks into the sand before it actually reaches the lake. We dug a hole so that the trickle of water that's coming from that stream area can fill the hole, so I can use my scoop to scoop the water through the sluice box. We'll see how well that'll work. As you can see, we got a nice little line of black sand coming in. And then right in front of me it gets really dark. So I'm going to take a bucket of material from this area here and we'll run it through a sluice and see what we can get. So I scraped off the top layer of black sand, got it in the bucket. It wasn't that thick, only about a ½ inch thick. You see over here, this little area is a little bit thicker. Black sands go down a little bit farther, so I grabbed a couple scoops from there. And we'll see what we can find. Alright, so how this is going to work, I take my scoop, got a little bit of the black sands up on top here, and I dug a hole. I got a little bit of a catch here for water, and then I'll slowly scoop the water so it runs through the sluice box, hopefully allowing the gold to drop off into the riffles. What I did is I took a little bit of sand that I dug out of the hole, made a platform for the sluice to set out. Looks like I got to make it just a little bit steeper. So I'll take my scoop, tack a little bit more sand underneath there, get more of an angle on the sluice, and we'll try that. Yeah, it looks like it's flowing a little bit better. Alright, so we'll run this bucket through and we'll see what we can get. Alright, take a little bit of the black sand material, sprinkle that up on top. I know this is not the correct way to be using the sluice box, but I have done this in the past, not on Lake Superior, beach sand, but on other areas when we had low water flow with my Keene River sluice, and I scooped the water and ran the material with that particular sluice box doing the same setup, and I did find gold. So hopefully this will work also with the small particles of Lake Superior beach gold. During my test pans yesterday morning, I did find some extremely microscopic gold, some stuff that I can barely see with my naked eye. So the stuff here is extremely small and tiny. And you need a lot of it to actually be measurable on the scales. So we'll see what happens. I got about half the bucket ran already, and just taking my time and running a little bit at a time and just scooping the water. Because of the area from where you have to park when you get down here to get access to the beach, I don't have all my equipment with me that I would like to bring. Thought about bringing my rocker box down here, but it's really bulky. It'd be difficult to carry along with all the other equipment. So that's why I went with the sluice box. And you probably noticed, I don't know if you can see this in the camera or not, but I'm actually kneeling down in the wet sand to run this material, because hauling my chair down here to be able to sit on and do this, there's just more extra weight that I didn't want to carry. Extremely hazardous. You get access to the sandy portion of the beach walking across all those rocks. You can easily twist and break an ankle. Rocks are all rounded off from the waves crashing against them. They're wet and slippery. So yeah, we'll just try this out here for a few buckets and see what we can get. So one of the limitations of prospecting this way, scooping the water through, is one, you don't have a constant flow of water across the riffles, keeping the gold trapped behind the riffles. Two, every once in a while you gotta wait for the water to refill in the hole, so you have water to scoop. Actually, it's been doing quite well. It only takes like 20-30 seconds to fill back up, so you have scoopable water again. I wanted to give you an idea of the area that we're prospecting at as far as the terrain. Now this is at eye level, and then you slowly go up, 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 up to the top. Now it doesn't look that tall in the camera, but I tell you what, folks, that's gotta be at least 45-50 feet getting up to the top of that. You see, within the next year or two, this whole bank's gonna be eroded out. The tree over there, it's barely hanging on by the roots, is probably gonna be falling down. And I said, this whole area, due to storms and stuff, gets rain driven, wind driven, and it just collapses onto the shore. All right, I got the first bucket ran through, did a cleanup, got the cons in there. I'll do a cleanup after every single bucket, and we'll take the cons home, process them probably next weekend. This is the next spot I'm going to try. Let's actually get this camera turned the right way. So this is the next spot I'm going to try. You see, you got concentration of sand sitting off behind this log here, and it's washing from the bank. Got a lot of red clay up in this area in northern Wisconsin. That's what you see with the reddish material. But the red clay isn't really acting like clay. It's actually acting more like sand. I haven't really figured that one out yet. It's not wet or sticky. It's kind of granular. So, yeah, that's where we're going to take my next buckets from this area. We'll give that a try. So the high concentration of black sand is just sitting on top of this red clay-like material. But I got over here where it runs off from behind the log there, and we got a bunch of black sand, probably going about 3 inches or so down. So I scooped up a bunch of that and we'll run it through. Yeah, let's see if we can see any gold in the sluice box. After this is my second bucket here, got about halfway done. Might be a couple little pieces in there. It's like kind of hard to tell, but looks like there might be a little piece right in there. There it is. So overall, scooping the water seems to be working okay. Let's continue on and see what we can get. It's such a beautiful day out here. Way off in the distance, there's like 3 or 4 boats out in that direction. One out there. One way out there. Yeah, one that's closer to shore there. And you got 3 or 4 out in that direction there. A lot of people out enjoying this weather out here at Saxon Harbor in northern Wisconsin. Lake's a lot calmer than it was last night and yesterday. Waves aren't crashing as hard. It's taken a long time to run these buckets of material. My little stream coming out of the ravines there is slowing down, so it's taking a little bit longer to keep my hole filled. So I gotta stop it in between scoopfuls and let it fill up. But we're getting it done. Tad bit warm out here today. Well, there you have it, folks. This is my adventures of prospecting the shores of Lake Superior on the Wisconsin side of the border. Had a lot of interesting adventures. Did not accomplish as much as I wanted to get accomplished. The lack of power here at the cabin didn't help matters. Probably hear my truck running in the background as I charge up my equipment. But I'm telling you, folks, the prospecting itself isn't too bad. Just getting your equipment on and off the beach, that's what really kills you. That and the archaic laws for the state of Wisconsin in regards to recreational prospecting. Can't, due to the laws, we aren't allowed to use any type of recirculating systems, which boils down to less material being able to run out on the beach. So not exactly sure if this trip was worth it or not. We'll find out when I do the final cleanups. I know I didn't show you a lot of gold in this video, but I do have the cons that I will be cleaning out when I get them back home, and I'll do a video on that to show you what we all got. I do know next time I will try to bring a prospecting partner with me. If nothing else, just to help get the equipment on and off the beach. So until next time, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the bell icon to receive notifications on future videos. Until next time, God bless, folks.